How much does it cost Dexter to kill one person? If you don't know, chat, you've been living under a rock. Dexter is a show about a serial killer that is a forensic scientist working for the Miami PD, and he is a serial killer that kills killers. So he kills a bunch of people, but he only kills people that kill people.
Dexter makes $50,000 a year as a forensic technician for the Miami Police Department.
$50K? You don't think you'd make more money working for the Miami PD as a blood analyst? Like, $50K is not bad by any means. But I'm like, oh, well, it was in like 2005. I feel like you need crazy qualifications to be a blood analyst in Miami. Like, you're working at a city where a lot of people die. What is $50K in 2004 today? US dollars. $88K. So much more reasonable.
He owns a 29-foot boat with a marina slip. He buys rolls of plastic sheeting from Home Depot. He runs a kill kit stocked with surgical blades and a bone saw. Uses a tranquilizer so controlled that veterinarians need a federal license just to touch it. He wraps bodies in heavy-duty contractor bags, weighs them down with rocks, and dumps them into the Gulf Stream roughly once every—
They're heavy-duty contractor bags. Whenever I watch him throw people out, I thought he was just buying, like, fucking regular-ass, like, black trash bags.
every 2 to 3 weeks, across 8 full seasons of television. Nobody at his office suspects a thing. The question that nobody has actually sat down and answered is simple. What does all of that cost? Not in some vague hand-waving way. What does each individual kill actually cost Dexter Morgan when you price out every single piece of the operation? The number—
Is this guy gonna go into every single person Dexter has killed and average it out? Because it probably varies depending on the person, no? Like, everyone he's using, like, some sort of tranquilizer to knock them out, which is pretty expensive, but he's getting it for free because he's just stealing it from the police department. But other ones, he's just, like, bashing somebody's head in with, like, a fucking metal pole or some shit. You know? Like, some of the kills he's had cost literally $0. Like, he just kills someone. That's not true. There's been times where he's killed people and it hasn't costed money.
Is more interesting than most people expect. Before a single roll of plastic gets unspooled, there is a foundational issue with Dexter's entire operation, and it starts with—
Is the new show of Dexter cool? Like, I'm around season 5 of Dexter, kind of just stopped watching it. And I know there's like 3 spin-off shows, and I'm just like, they're all good. I thought one of them was ass. It was like not the first spin-off, but the second one in like 21 that they made.
His paycheck. Dexter works as a forensic blood spatter analyst for Miami Metro PD. That is a real job. The Bureau of Labor Statistics—
Do you think the guy that's actually the blood analyst of Miami PD just jokingly gets called Dexter all the time and probably fucking hates it? Like, there's a dude in Miami right now that deals with that joke every day. That, or he really loves it. Like, at a bar, he's hitting on a woman. I'm a blood analyst like Dexter. You know the show Dexter? I have his job. That's probably a bad intro, because then you're kind of relating yourself to a serial killer. So that would be kind of a weird way to start a conversation.
Categorizes it under forensic science technicians.
Oh, you know, like Jeffrey Dahmer? You know, like that guy?
The median salary for that role during the 2006 to 2013 window the show ran was roughly $45,000 to $57,000 a year. The show itself gestures at this. In Dexter Original Sin, the writers acknowledge that a forensic tech in Florida makes around $62,000 before taxes, and they use that number to explain why Dexter's lifestyle already looks financially suspicious from the outside. Take-home pay after federal and Florida state taxes on—
God, his haircut looks so shit in this. That's what I can't get over. Like, no man that old. Like, I almost have that fucking haircut, to be honest, but I'm like, dude, this guy's like 60.
Florida state taxes on a salary in that range during—
That's your cut? Okay, bro, I didn't put mousse in my hair today, or whatever the fuck I use. It's some cream, bro. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. It's not that bad. God, it looks so bad from the side. Hold up. Chat, am I balding right now, too? I feel like I've been losing hair. It looks the same. Just lock in.
Those years lands somewhere around $36,000 to $40,000 a year. Call it $3,200 a month in actual usable money. Now, hold that number in your head, because the expenses are about to start stacking. The salary problem is not just a background detail. It is the frame that everything else sits inside. Every dollar Dexter spends on his operation is coming out of a budget already stretched by Miami rent, a car, utilities, and after season 3, the cost of raising 3 kids. The money for the kills has to come from somewhere, with the show
Yeah,
gives
bro, he's gotta be broke. Oh my god, I never even thought about that. He has a mortgage he's paying, he's raising 3 children, and he makes fucking $3K a month.
is a complete
Holy spoilers? Bro, we're watching a video about Dexter. There's gotta be spoilers.
picture of exactly what he's spending it on. The actual cost of kills has 4 separate layers. The first one is the drug. The running total so far is $0 because he hasn't bought anything yet, but that changes fast. Dexter's method starts the same way every single time. Before there is a kill room, before there is plastic sheeting, before there is a knife, there is a syringe. The drug is Ederfine, which the show calls M99. This is a real substance. It is a semi-synthetic opioid that is roughly...
Does it actually knock people out that quick, though? Like, in the show, like, say I'm one of the victims, he'll go... instant fent fold. I feel like I'd be able to fight that shit for like 10 seconds, no? It's horse tranquilizer, and he's jamming it into your neck. So it's like, it's instant entering your bloodstream.
1,000 to 3,000 times more potent than morphine by weight. It was originally developed in 1960s and reproduced in 1963 by a research group at McFarland Smith in Edinburgh. Veterinarians use it to sedate elephants and rhinoceroses. The dose required to immobilize a large animal is measured in milligrams. The dose that is lethal to a human being is measured in micrograms. 3 micrograms, according to pharmacological data. That gap is so small that every commercial package of Ederfine sold to licensed vets comes with a preloaded human antidote syringe as mandatory equipment. In the United States,
Oh my god, in case you accidentally stab yourself, like, you'll die so quickly that you need some sort of antidote to instantly give yourself. So you wouldn't immediately pass out in case you accidentally stab your hand.
Ederfine hydrochloride is classified as a Schedule II controlled substance. The base compound is Schedule 1. This means that there is no legal way for Dexter to obtain it through normal channels. He is not a veterinarian. He does not work at a zoo. He has no licensing pathway to this drug through his role at Miami Metro.
Wait, really? I thought he stole the drugs from the police department.
The show addresses this in Season 2, where Dexter borrows a tranquilizer gun from a Miami Metro Police Department armory by claiming he has an alligator problem, and then loses it to Little Chino's associates, which becomes a plot point. That moment matters because it shows the show's writers understand how hard this substance actually is to get. For most of the series, the show leaves the sourcing deliberately vague. Dexter simply has M99. How he keeps getting it is never fully explained.
I always thought that he just got it from the police department. That kind of upsets me that that's just like a plot loophole. Like, he has this drug that's like really hard to find that he's using in every single one of his kills, and they never describe how he gets it. I thought that one scene in Season 2, it's just like, oh, he gets it from the police department. But if he can't, he has to have like a black market dealer. And then wouldn't you assume that Dexter would kill that black market dealer? Because if you're buying horse tranquilizer in bulk from some guy, he probably has also killed people. Like... if you're meeting a dude in an alleyway that has a connect to a horse tranquilizer, he's probably working for some pretty bad guys.
The black market, controlled veterinarian opioids are expensive and difficult to move because the demand is narrow and the risk is high. A realistic black market price for a usable quantity of Ederfine, enough for several doses at the concentrated needed to sedate a full-grown adult, would conservatively run several $100s.
In the spinoff, it shows him getting it from a dealer
Per acquisition.
Wait,
An
how
adult
much?
would conservatively run several $100s per acquisition. Pricing this precisely
several $100s to use it on one person.
is impossible because there is no transparent market to reference, but for the purpose of this breakdown, a conservative per kill estimate for the M99 alone is somewhere between $150 and $400, depending on sourcing, and that is just to knock someone out. So the running total per kill right now is $150 to $400, and he hasn't even set foot in the kill room yet. If this kind of breakdown is what you came here for, subscribe. We go.
Yeah, but isn't the kill room just a bunch of fucking plastic and like a knife and cutting equipment? Like, that's a one-time purchase that he's making. He's not constantly, I mean, he's thrown out his equipment before, but it's like, he doesn't have to rebuy a meat cleaver every single time. This is the shit that actual murderers go and buy. Like, not horse tranquilizer. It's just like regular, okay, tarps and fucking lighting.
Two. The kill room is what actually costs money at scale, And that is where the numbers start to get specific. The kill room is what...
Are we gonna get into the gas prices of him driving his boat out into the middle of the ocean so he can fucking dump a trash bag into the water? That's gonna be hyper specific. That'll be too much. Okay, so well, gas right now costs about $4.30 a gallon, so he's running a three engine fucking boat in Miami. He's driving 10 miles offshore.
Dexter's method work from a forensic standpoint. As a blood spatter analyst, he knows exactly what he would look for at a crime scene. The entire point of the plastic sheeting is to make sure none of that evidence exists. The setup is documented in detail. Dexter covers walls, floors, and every piece of furniture in the space with clear plastic sheeting before each kill.
Bro, side note, I don't think motherfuckers realize how scary. Obviously, yeah, Dexter's hovering over you and you're tied to a table. That's terrifying. Having your head, like, strapped down so you can't even sit up is immediately terrifying. Like, even if you knew you weren't gonna die. Well, you're butt naked, by the way. Butt-ass naked, covered in saran wrap. Just like this. Can't even move.
That the actual plastic used on set, bought to match what the character would realistically use, was 3.5mm Husky plastic sheeting from Home Depot. The show's set decorator said he bought it in large quantities, regularly clearing out store stock because each kill room consumed significant amounts.
And they never found him? I know I haven't seen the whole show, but even at the point that I'm at, like, a lot of the time they're like, we got nothing to go on. Dexter's buying, like, literally warehouses full of, like, killing equipment from Home Depot. And they're never going, dude, why are you doing this?
10-foot by 100
Oh, a lot of home improvement, you know, I'm laying concrete.
foot roll of 3mm Husky
Doing a lot of concrete stuff, a lot of opportunities.
plastic sheeting from Home Depot currently runs around $33.
You didn't finish it. I know. That's probably answered, if I'm being honest.
To cover the walls, floors, ceiling, and furniture of an average size room, which is what Dexter does, you're looking at 2 to 4 rolls minimum, depending on the size of the space. That puts the plastic sheeting cost per kill between $66 and $132. Then
He already ain't got enough money for this shit, bro. Already he ain't got the bread for this. We're at like $400 a kill. He's killing people like every week. Every other week.
there is the shrink wrap he uses to secure his victims to the table. A commercial roll of industrial shrink wrap runs $20 to $40. He goes through a meaningful amount of it per kill based on what the show depicts. Duct tape, candles, photographs he prints of his victims' past crime and tapes to the wall, a fresh set of disposable gloves, and a
We're getting into the print. Yo, so he's printing in color. And printing in color is actually a lot more expensive than printing in black and white. Assuming that he's using maybe a free library card that he's obtained, they would have a certain amount of limited print usages that he's allowed to. So let's write that one off the books.
a shield, a protective apron. These are
But some of these pictures have frames. And let's assume that he's going to a local Marshall's to buy these frames at $2.45 a frame.
the same items
Is he reusing them? Well, we don't know, because in Season 3, Episode 5, the frame that he uses is different in size than the frame he uses in Season 4, Episode 8.
he wears at crime scenes in his day job,
Literally min-maxing the amount of money he's spending. Stop pausing. Go watch the video yourself, bro.
which means some of them are legitimately expensed through Miami Metro, but the ones specific to his operation are not. The kill tools are a separate category. The Dexter Wiki describes his kit as a set of knives inside a Messermeister bag, a real brand of professional cutlery roll used by chefs and surgeons, combined with a racheotomy saw, a meat cleaver, a surgical power saw, and various other instruments.
What the fuck is a racheotomy saw?
A Messermeister knife roll, fully equipped, runs $300 to $600. The surgical saw is more. These are not per kill costs because the tools last across multiple uses, but they factor into the total investment. The kill room consumables per kill, plastic sheeting, shrink wrap, tape, gloves, apron, printed photos, sit conservatively around $120 to $200 per use. So now our running total per kill is $270 to $600. Still no boat. And the boat is
Yo, what does he do with the fucking saran wrap when he's done? I never even thought about that. Do they show that? I know he kills somebody in this room that's like fully covered, and then he puts him in a bag, chops him up, and throws him in the ocean. But what does he do with like all the fucking plastic? Burns it? Canceled. Oh my god. Literally ruining the environment. Burning it? He's burning the plastic. Are you serious?
where this gets ugly. If you're still watching at this point, you should be subscribed. This is the kind of breakdown that takes real time to put together. And subscribe and you'll not miss the next one. But none of this answers the most expensive question in the whole operation. The most expensive thing Dexter owns is not the kill kit, it's the boat. The slice—
oh my god, the slice of life. We're gonna get into the gas prices. So he has three 350s on the back, and this is a very expensive boat. High-powered, if you will. And they get a mile per gallon that's a lot lower than other boats.
of life is not a prop detail. It is a load-bearing part of the entire system. Without the boat, Dexter has no body disposal method. Without body disposal, the kill room evidence becomes a crime scene. The boat is not a luxury, it is infrastructure. The specific vessel used in most of the series—
what is he doing if this shit broke down when he had bodies in it? Like, imagine his engines break, the Coast Guard needs to come fix it. But he's just sitting. Like, he'd have to call for help.
is a Century 2901 center console, a 29-foot boat. When Dexter tries to sell it in Season 8, he describes it as a 2001 Century 2901 with Yamaha outboard motors. That boat, even used, cost around $80,000 in today's money. And that figure has been noted specifically in coverage of Dexter Original Sin as a genuine plot hole, because a forensic tech making $62,000 a year before taxes should not realistically be able to afford it. The show eventually—
yeah, but doesn't he drive some shit-ass mom van, and he probably could pay it off? Like, there's people that make fucking $40K a year that own a boat, but it's like, you're just in debt.
tries to resolve this by implying through Original Sin that Dexter likely got the boat cheaply through his family connection to Camilla Fig. But even if Dexter got the boat at a steep discount or as a gift, the running costs are non-negotiable. Marina slip rental in Miami during 2006 to 2013 period ran roughly $22 to $45 per foot per month at a municipal marina, based on Miami-Dade County marina rate documents from that era. For a 29-foot boat, that is between $638 and $1,305 per month just to keep the boat in the water. The show establishes Dexter docking at Coral—
so Dexter's around fucking 30K in debt a year to be alive. We're not even going— I feel like Dexter doesn't make enough money to live in Miami, let alone kill people. He has a house, 3 kids, a boat. We're not even talking about what he's paying to kill people. You're just making— we're going, okay, Dexter's just like constantly in the red, just living.
Cove Marina, described in the
And he has an apartment and a house. Bro, what? He has an apartment, a house, 3 children. I mean, okay, spoiler alert, his wife died. So maybe he inherited money from that, like a life insurance.
Dialogue as one of the more affordable marinas accessible on a cop's salary. Taking the lower end of that range gives a realistic marina
He could have inherited money. They're not his kids, bro, but he spends money on them.
cost of around $650 to $800 per month. Now, let's talk about—
What are you saying, L? Bro, if you say L spoiler right now, chat, it's getting spoiled for me too. I literally saw a scene of Dexter fucking dying in this. Whether or not he actually dies, I have no idea, but I just saw him fucking bleeding out when he's like 60. You're seeing B-roll of this fucking show in like past the fucking full episode of Dexter. We're on like True Blood right now.
fuel for the runs. Each disposal trip takes Dexter out into the Gulf Stream, which runs roughly 15 to 25 miles off the Miami coast. A 29-foot boat with twin 250 horsepower outboards burns roughly 20 to 30 gallons of fuel per hour at cruising speed.
Oh my god, dude. Boats is like lighting. That's literally rich people money. You know you have fuck you money when you decide, no, I think I'm going to buy a yacht. When you have enough money to buy $1 million boat and just willingly just set money on fire to use it.
A round trip to the Gulf Stream disposal site and back is probably 2 to 3 hours on the water. At 2010 marine fuel prices of around $3.50 per gallon, each disposal run costs $140 to $315 in fuel alone. Annual maintenance on a—
Bro, so like right now it's costing an average of like $900 for him to kill one person.
29-foot twin outboard center console, engine servicing, hull cleaning, impeller replacement, anti-fouling paint, registration, and insurance runs $3,000 to $6,000 per year for a boat used regularly. Broken down per kill, assuming Dexter runs the boat for roughly 20 operational kills per year across the show's active seasons, the marina—
He takes the money of the people he kills. Yeah, he gets them to click a Mr. Beast scam link first and then takes their money. He scams them for Bitcoin before he kills them.
cost alone adds $390 to $480 per kill. Fuel per run adds another $140 to $315. Maintenance amortized per kill adds $150 to $300. The boat's total per kill cost sits at between $680 and $1,095. That is before he had touched a piece of plastic or loaded a syringe. So the running total per kill is $950 to $1,695. And remember,
how many people does he kill a year? Like in one season, he'll kill like 10 people. And I assume that's like, a lot of the seasons are like a year less. Oh, he said 20 in the video, estimated 20 a year. So it's like 20K for him to just kill. Like, he wouldn't be able to live.
this is on a $3,200 monthly take-home. Keep that in mind. The boat number is the one that makes the whole financial picture make sense, or rather makes it clear why it barely makes sense at all. And there is still one more cost category that nobody ever talks about, which is the time. This one doesn't show up on a receipt, but it is real. The Code of Harry requires Dexter to verify.
Yeah, like does he just not sleep? I know they show him sleep deprived in a few instances because like he has to stay overnight cleaning it up and then he goes to work the next day and he's exhausted. But it's like, when does he have time to do laundry or go to the grocery store or eat food?
Verify guilt before every kill. He cannot simply decide someone deserves to die and move immediately. He has to build a case. The Dexter Wiki documents his process in detail. He spends at least a day, and typically much longer, gathering solid evidence against a target. He surveils them to learn their habits, routines, and the best window for capture. He breaks into their homes with a lockpick to search their space. He uses police database.
Bro, he'd had no hobbies. He's like the weirdest guy ever. Like, if they're going, yo, what'd you do last night? You watched a show. What show? He probably couldn't name. He don't got time to watch a movie, watch a show, fucking go on a bike ride. I took the boat out. Oh, for 15 hours?
Access to pool.
He goes bowling. He's in a bowling league. He plays 3 games once a week.
Meet targets face to face under fake identities to gather information directly. For a target like Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity Killer, this research phase stretched across weeks of the season 4 narrative. Dexter mapped Trinity's schedule down to the specific days he used for each part of his ritual before making a move. The time investment has a real cost. Dexter is running this operation on top of a full-time job, a relationship, and eventually a family. The hours he spends surveilling targets, breaking and entering, driving to locations, and setting up kill rooms are hours he is not present at home.
Why are you posted up like this? It's my comfortable seating position. Am I not allowed to sit like this?
And not doing the normal things that keep a cover story intact. The friction this creates is part of what drives the tension across every season of the show. If you put a dollar value on those hours, say 20 to 40 hours of active work per kill at Dexter's roughly hourly rate of $24, the time cost runs $480 to $960 per kill in labor terms.
Yeah, in labor terms, but I mean, that's not really like factored in. He enjoys doing this. Like, this is fun for him. So it's not like, that'd be like, okay, you saying how much does it cost for me to go fishing? And then you're throwing in labor hours.
That number is not money leaving his bank account, but it represents the hidden cost that makes the whole system harder to sustain than the receipt alone suggests. Now, our running total per kill is $1,430
This is like porn to him. No, literally.
to $2,655 before a single body hits the water. Now, drop a comment below. What part of this cost do you think would actually get Dexter caught first? The money trail, the drug sourcing, or the time he spends away from everyone who is watching him?
I think him standing in the open creepily watching people from afar over and over again would at some point raise suspicion to a degree that they would go, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Because when he watches people, he'll literally just be like standing behind a tree at night in a neighborhood, like watching somebody from afar. And I know it's the early 2000s if there's very little security camera footage, but like some neighbors going outside and going, hey, what are you doing? Like in real life, I think Dexter is a successful serial killer until Dokes gets suspicious of him, and then Dokes doesn't die. I think Dexter goes to prison. I think in real life, the way that it would unfold is Dokes goes, this guy's fucking weird. And he's in the PD. They raise suspicion. A higher up agrees on his suspicion, and then they just watch Dexter for a week, find out he's a serial killer, and then he goes to jail.
Time cost is also the one variable that could break the operation before the money does, and that leads directly to the final number. Here is the full breakdown per kill across the original 8 seasons of the show. The M99, conservatively priced for black market acquisition of a Schedule II controlled veterinary opioid, is $150 to $400. The kill room consumables, plastic sheeting, shrink wrap, tape, gloves, apron, printed photos, that costs $120 to $200. Kill tools, amortized across their usable life per kill, is $30 to $60. Boat operating costs per kill, the marina slip, fuel for the disposal run, maintenance share, is $680 to $1,095. Time cost in lost hours and friction total per kill is roughly $1,460, and the high-end total per kill is roughly $2,715. So we'll call the realistic middle of that range $2,000 per kill. Now run that number against the confirmed kill count. The Dexter Wiki puts Dexter's confirmed kills across the original 8 seasons at 135 people minimum.
Oh my god. He kills 135 people in the first 8 seasons.
With the blood slide boxes accounting for 88 confirmed victims alone, and approximately 50 more confirmed on-screen kills where he either did not take a blood slide or lost the slides. That is before the kills between seasons and the show reveals through flashbacks. At $2,000 per kill across 135 confirmed victims,
it's what, $270,000?
the original 8 seasons cost Dexter Morgan approximately $270,000 in operational expenses.
I don't know, man. Yeah, okay, it's totally unrealistic, but it's like, I mean, dude, what's not realistic is less the money, and it's more that he's a serial killer blood analyst in Miami PD for like 10 years, and no one fucking gets him. I think that's more the problem, is like, this guy's like so obviously a serial killer at some times.
Against a take-home income of roughly 38.
I will agree. I think like most of it in the show is like, Dexter's weird, but he's also a blood analyst, and blood analysts are just fucking weird. So it's like, oh, Dexter's like a little, yeah, he's a weird character, but that's also like, you know, that's him.
$40,000 per year over 8 years. That is a forensic technician spending 87% of
the donuts. We're not factoring in how he's buying donuts. Yes, you're totally right. He's buying donuts for everybody every day. Every day, the donuts. How much are the donuts costing? How is he surviving off these? Is he picking them out of the trash?
Everything he's ever earned on the operation. The show never
It's not every day. Okay, it's still like once a week. He's buying a dozen donuts for the whole fucking group. We're talking about gas prices. You gotta talk about the donuts.
Works. It just expects you not to look. The most remarkable...
He bribes them. Oh, you're saying the donuts is why he's not getting caught. I'm saying the donuts cost money.
Remarkable thing about that number is not...
How many lanes is he playing at the bowling alley? How much does that cost? How much does that cost? What's the bowling prices at the bowling alley he's at? Does he have a custom ball? Custom balls aren't cheap, Dexter. A custom ball might run you $300 fucking dollars, Dexter. Where you get that money, Dex? Huh? Your bum-ass sister? Oh, my God. Come on, Dex. Come on, Dex. Oh, I'm going through... Oh, Dex. I fucking hate his sister, bro. It's so annoying.
Not how high it is. It is that Dexter kept it hidden from the homicide detectives sitting 10 feet away from him for 8 full seasons.
Dex, why do you have so many weird things in your apartment?
Seasons while spending almost everything he made to do it. Harry did not just build a code. He built the most expensive hobby in television history.
They killed him, Dex. My boyfriend that was 35 years older than me. They killed him. Dex.
Change how you see what Dexter was actively pulling off every single week. Subscribe and hit that bell. The next breakdown goes just as deep.
Why Dexter versus Barry isn't even close. I'm not watching that today. Barry's a whole nother conversation. Also great fucking, show, but oh my God.